Investigation, McKelvey points to another alleged version of events told to cops by a man called Billy.
He is a mid-tier criminal, linked in, associated with Canning Town criminals, East London villains, and he gets arrested on the 14th of January 96, so just over a month after the murders. And he gets taken to Forest Gate Police Station, and immediately on arrival at the police station, he asks to see the CID and tells his story and version of what he says happened at Rettendon. Very detailed.
Billy had been arrested in connection with an armed robbery. He would later appear as a witness at Wombs and Steele's 1997 trial.
He says categorically, I drove the man who did kill Tucker Tate and Rolfe to Rettendon, and that man is the man who was responsible for murdering them. He says that he picked up a stolen car on false plates from Canning Town, and that he drove that car and picked up the assassin. He was then directed by that person to a minicab office in Upminster. He collected a 14-shot Browning pistol. He already had a bag that had a pump-action shotgun in it, and then from there they then drove under the direction of this assassin to this area. Where this becomes interesting is that he doesn't say that he got to the Rettendon Turnpike, the roundabout, and then took the third exit, which is down towards Rettendon. He says he took the fourth exit. Now this is a man who's never been to this area before, doesn't know it at all. He takes the fourth exit, which is a road that takes you off over in that direction, completely away from this area. However, as you drive down that road, on the left-hand side, about a mile and a half down, there's a dirt track. And as he got down the dirt track, the assassin got out of the car, carrying the pump-action shotgun in the bag, and walked across the fields. Now, the point of that is he doesn't know the area, and yet he manages to describe this, and the route is, as you can see, not that far. So he's managed to understand a route in that nobody else had thought of before.
Billy claimed the Rettendon murders were carried out during a cocaine deal, and not at 1859, as Nichols claimed, but around midnight. He told police the hit was ordered by a South London criminal and organised by an East London firm, and that he was the unwitting getaway driver.
The assassin got out of the car, carrying the pump-action shotgun in the bag, and walked across the fields. Now, if you look over there, that's effectively, just beyond there, is the lane. The assassin walks from there, comes down through here, comes to the Range Rover, where they would have been waiting for him, takes the 4 kilos of cocaine in the rucksack, shoots the 3 of them dead, and then makes his way back over that way. And obviously the importance of that is that that's where the 5-mile gate is here. Forensically, nothing has ever been done at the time around that area there. All the forensic material or forensics examination is done this side. So there's been a huge loss of forensic material there. And that's obviously a huge problem.
Billy testified at Wombs and Steele's trial that he'd made his confession hoping to get an easy time from the law for another offence. But he told the jury he was instead prosecuted and sent to prison. During the trial, he refused to name the gangsters he'd accused of the murders, admitting he was frightened. McKelvey is now appealing for anyone with information on the case to come forward.
The most important thing for us is that we identify anybody that's prepared to come forward and talk to us that will prove that Tucker Tate and Rolfe were still alive after 1859. That's the time categorically that the Crown say that Tucker Tate and Rolfe were assassinated and dead by 1859. We don't believe that's correct, and we'd invite anybody who has information that could assist us to come